Hey, good afternoon. My name is Pastor Dustin Spittler, and we're in James chapter 3 dealing with some issues of maturity. We've seen beware of the power of the tongue, one of the most destructive weapons known to man. Here is a way that we can channel and a way that we can control our tongue. And this lesson is about beware of false wisdom. And we really see that in James chapter 3, verses 13 through 18. And as usual, we're going to take it bite by bite, chunk by chunk, and look at it. Today, our question is this: what is wisdom? What is wisdom? Okay, if I got to beware of false wisdom that's out there, what is true wisdom? Let's look down at verse number 13. It says, "Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom." And that right there gives us a really good definition of what it's all about. Now, what is wisdom? It all starts in this verse with a very telling question. And this question again is, who is a wise man that is endued with knowledge among you? And really we get this idea of what is wisdom, okay? What does that word mean, wise? And let me give you a couple definitions in the Bible and a couple secular definitions of wisdom, okay? So if I were to ask you, what is wisdom? What would you give me as an answer? Well, a Greek definition, the Greek word here is Sophia. Maybe you know a person named Sophia. That name means wisdom. That's what it means, or to be wise. It means to be full of intelligence, to the use of knowledge in diverse or different matters or situations. It's a pretty good way to understand it. If you take the Hebrew definition, the Hebrew word means to be skillful. It means to be witty or to be shrewd, has the ability to, look at situations and to be skillful in fixing them, not just being able to go down one track, but being able to tackle it through many different avenues is wisdom. If you were to look it up in the dictionary, the English dictionary, our modern definition, the word means the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment, the quality of being wise. And that's kind of just a basic overall thought there. But I want you to notice about the experience part there. Wisdom does come from experience, and wisdom also does not come from experience. It comes from knowing the Bible can make you wise. You don't necessarily always have to have experience, but nonetheless, being able to go through life situations and deal with different matters does help. And so when we come to a collective definition, taking the Greek definition, the Hebrew, and our English modern one, here's what we come with. Wisdom is a spiritual skillfulness, the ability to use or act upon knowledge and understanding. It's just not knowing facts. It's just not understanding truth. It is being able to act accordingly. Wisdom is an action word. It's not something up here. It is something that we show, just like our faith. Okay? That is what wisdom is. Biblical wisdom comes only from God, and we get that, and He allows us to use it in our lives. So, again, it says here in the question, who is a wise man that is endued with knowledge among you? And this idea of endued with knowledge, this is the description here. You cannot be wise without knowledge, and you cannot know how to do something until you know what you are doing. Does that make sense? In order to be a good appliance man, you must know appliances. In order to be a good mechanic, you must know cars. Okay? In order to understand life, you need to know the truth of life. And where do you find the truth of life? In the Bible. God is the author of life, and so how we operate in life must come from Him and His wisdom. And then it says as well that this can be experienced by others. Who is a wise man and doeth knowledge among you? Key word here, among you. A wise person demonstrates his knowledge by living it before others. In what ways? And the answer to that question is in verse 13 as well. Out of a good conversation with meekness of wisdom. Here's what we really need to understand when it comes to wisdom. Wisdom is shown by your conversation, and when it says conversation in the King James Bible, it means your lifestyle. It's shown in your actions, and also it's shown with meekness of wisdom. That's your attitude. Do you have a wise attitude, and do you demonstrate wise actions? That is what true wisdom is. False wisdom is not is this head knowledge. Oh, is saying I am wise. It's declaring I know the answers and I am wise. No, but true wisdom shows you not only in action but in attitude. Okay, you may know what you want to say in your heart to that person that's being rude. You may feel that you have the quick comeback, but the wise man can take it, have a proper attitude of meekness, having his spirit under control, and says the biblical thing, not the fleshly thing. And so we need to understand what false wisdom is, and we need to understand what true wisdom is. Proverbs 1:7 says, fear the Lord. That's action and attitude right there. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Proverbs 9:10, the fear of the Lord, that is action and attitude, is the beginning of wisdom. We need to make sure that we have this attitude and this action towards God that is proper so he can give us wisdom to demonstrate to those around us. Who is a wise man, endued with knowledge among you? Let him show, out of a good conversation, his works and meekness of wisdom. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. God bless you.